The Adriatic coastline is without doubt one of the most beautiful in Europe. Spanning some 500 miles, it's dotted with over 1,000 islands, beautiful bays and ancient ports. So how better to explore than on a small ship?
And when I say small, I mean small. This is the Princess Eleganza, carrying just 36 passengers and weighing in under 500 tonnes. To give you some idea of the sense of scale, to walk from one end of the ship right the way to the other, navigating just one flight of stairs, and obviously, depending on how fast you walk, takes a little over 30 seconds.
The Princess Eleganza may be small, but there's a surprising amount of space on board. The public areas include the restaurant, which can cater for dining indoors or out, and then there's the all-important sun deck, which offers plenty of space and shade, whether you want to read, sunbathe, or just watch the world go by. There's also plenty of other quiet seating areas and free Wi-Fi that works all over the ship. The 19 cabins are set over the 3 decks, with size and position on the ship dictating the category level. All have a spacious ensuite shower, and the cabins themselves, although simply furnished, are comfortable and well equipped.
So, this is one of the premium cabins on the ship, number 1 cabin in fact, which has the advantage of these 2 big picture windows, which is just lovely, and just that bit more space.
With so few passengers, the ship has a club-like feel. It's very informal and everyone gets to know one another, which makes for a very social and friendly atmosphere.
The age group is roughly my age. I think my age is exactly the average. So they're a very good mix, and you could actually sit down with any one of them and have a really good conversation, interesting conversation, somebody you wouldn't normally meet. So we've loved it.
There's a lot of choice about places, and you can wander around. And unlike in many cruises, you can go and talk to the captain. You just drop in.
You're much freer than I thought you'd be. That's what I think. I like my own space, and I've found I can have that and then join in when I feel like it. Perfect.
I enjoy listening to people's stories and hearing where they've been, and they've been on other cruises. So we've got a good flavour of what Noble Caledonians do, and I think we're going to sign up for a few more.
This is another great feature of this ship. Subject to wave and weather conditions, of course, there's the option to swim right off the back of the ship. The captain knows this coastline really well, and he's been finding these gorgeous little spots where he can drop anchor, and those that want to can just dive in. Alongside the 7 crew, keeping everything running smoothly, is Noble Caledonia Cruise Director Thomas. So Thomas, talk me through a typical day on board Princess Eleganza.
Oh, a very typical day would be, yes, that you wake the time you want to wake, between 7:30 and 9 o'clock we have breakfast, and then we sail the full morning through the lunch and arrive on the next destination at afternoon time, early afternoon.
And that's what makes it so different, because you're sailing during the day but always in harbour at night.
Yes, we never sail at night. So we have the amenities of an after dinner stroll, for example, or just for dining ashore. Just enjoy the sailing and the swimming from the ship, of course. There's thousands of opportunities we can do on this small boat.
And the other thing that makes this really different is the dining, the opportunity to dine on board certain nights, but practically every other night to dine ashore.
People pick individually their own restaurants. I have a number of restaurants from previous guests and from own experience which I can recommend, and normally people enjoy this very much.
There are various itineraries available on the Princess Eleganza, but our cruise began in Montenegro. Sailing out of the Bay of Kotor, we then cruised the length of Croatia, all the way up to Opatija, with so much to enjoy in between.
we go out on tour, we've all got a whisper system earpiece, which is really brilliant. It means that everybody can hear what the guide's saying all the time. Even if you wander off a bit and want to take pictures or whatever, always in touch with the guide. And if it starts to crackle, it means you've moved too far away.
As well as exploring ports on foot, other excursions took us out to the Kirka National Park and a river cruise along the Zamanja Gorge.
This is really a perfect holiday for people who don't actually do cruising. The size of the ship makes all the difference to the experience. Berthing in quiet harbours overnight, cruising the coastline during the day, and having the chance to explore these small ports, sometimes tiny ports, that bigger ships really couldn't access. With included guided walks and excursions and plenty of time to explore on your own, this really is an ideal way to experience Croatia and its stunning coastline.